Welcome to the Weekly Social, folks. Everything Katy, Fulshire, Richmond, Texas. Today we have John Kroll with A2Z Franchising. Welcome. Thanks for coming out today.
Hello, Richard. So, hello everyone. I'm John Go from A2Z franchise. So, I'm the business owner and founder of multiple businesses. So, I'm very happy to be here with Richard and happy to share with you the story today.
Awesome.
Don't forget about me. Sorry.
And we have Jake. He's the hardest working man in Katy, Texas. He's the one that does all the behind the scenes work. So thanks for joining us today, Jake.
Thank you, Jay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course. Good to see you.
Yeah.
So I actually have a couple questions out here. I wanted to know what got you into the franchising company consulting. What made you want to start doing this?
So, I started the franchise business for 15 years. So
15 years. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
15 years. So it's nearly make me for a living.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lived in Vietnam before, so I moved to this country. So I lived in Houston from 2022, but I built the business for a long time. So now we are one of the biggest franchise broker in the country. So we have more than 500 brands working with us. So we have the franchise industry for the customer from A to Z service. So we have they buy the franchise for free. We have the franchise their business to be the franchisor and on up the ecosystem for franchise.
Wow.
15 years.
15 years.
That's great. So you're a professional.
Yeah, thank you.
What you're saying? How many hours a day? 3 hours a day for 9 years.
In order to hit 10,000
10,000
hours, and that's what makes you a pro.
Right. Exactly.
So normally you need 10,000 hours. If
That's
you work 8 hours per day, it's 3.8 years. So
Right.
15 years is too much, and we have 250 franchise consultants work for me. So
Wow.
it's a big team. So that's why a lot of people ask me, how can you have 500 brands? You see, 500 brand is around 40 or 30 brand come with us every single year. But
Okay.
it's not look like that after 5 or 6 years, the first one, and the ball start rolling. And now every 7 or 8 minutes I have a phone call. Oh, hey John, I would like to be your franchise, or I would like to buy the franchise from you.
Nice.
Wow. That's
Yes.
great.
Yep.
Awesome. Another question I have: what are the key traits that you look for in a business when evaluating its potential for being good?
Yeah. So it's a lot of things. So for example, as a franchise perspective, so one of the things is a good business is that franchise must be profitable. It's
Yes.
very important.
Right.
And the second one is you must have the very good brands.
Right.
Because the people buy your franchise because of your brand, right?
Are there any brands you look for in particular?
I say I have 500 brands, right?
Oh, right.
Look like every single day I tell you one single brand. So
Right.
it's cost me 1.5 years.
Right.
Yeah. So that's why I normally people come to ask me, "Hi John, which one is a good franchise you introduce to me?"
Right.
So I got that question very often, every single day. But my practice and our consultant practice is we don't share what we love.
Right.
We share what you love.
Right.
Because you will do that business, you will live with that business,
Right.
you will
don't have
enjoy with that business
You
every
don't have
single
a
day.
passion for it, even though it's a profitable business.
Yes.
You're not going to accelerate in it.
Yes, so you need to love what you do, right?
Right.
And you every single day you go to the franchise business, you go to the business, you need to enjoy it, right?
Right.
For example, I love robot, right?
Right.
But you love food and restaurant, so I
Right.
cannot introduce you. Oh, hi Richard, you need to buy the robot franchise, but you need to buy the restaurant because you love food,
Right.
But for you, for example, you need fashion. You love fashion, so I will introduce you with the Swiss fashion in franchise.
Right.
So-
Talk to this guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about.
I
fashion.
have a very very good profitable for the fashion and the Swiss company. So
Okay.
Baron Truong, in the day for he appeared with his dad.
Yeah.
He wear the Swiss come from our franchise.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Baron Truong. So he very love this one. So he appeared in the interrogation day. So it's a very nice day. So we have very famous one. So we closed, last year we closed around 30 to 50 franchisee, and this year
Okay.
we have the objective for 100 to 300, and we also have the global expansion as well.
Congratulations. That's
Throughout the
exciting.
world.
Yeah,
That's
thank you.
awesome. That is awesome. How do you stay current with trends and developments in franchising? With all the trends that come out, how do you stay up to date with all that?
You mentioned about the transition or transaction.
Like how do you the trends? Like if
Oh, the
there anything-
trends.
Right.
Yeah.
Or the fad of the year or whatever.
Social media, I guess, is that how you keep up with all that?
Oh, so You mentioned about the trend in the franchise, right?
Right.
So the trend in franchise right now is the first one nowadays apply AI.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah.
And
So
we still learn to do that.
artificial intelligence is huge.
Right.
So I tell you the secret. We are one up. I don't say we are number one, but we are one up the very last franchise broker that apply AI in the business. For example, we have 500 brands in the inventory, right? So if you ask me one question, I just need less than 1 minute to list down all of the inventory that match with your need in our list, right? So we do everything about AI. So we do sales, marketing, we do the operation, we do the CRM, we do the management by AI. So it's help our franchisee and franchisor optimize the business and save a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AI's in everything. If you Google something today, the first thing that pops up, it's not a sponsored ad. It's
Yeah.
Google's AI.
Yeah, right. So normally we use a lot of tool in AI. So I apply more than 50 to 60 different tools in AI. Every single
50 to
perspective.
60 what?
AI tools.
Tunes.
Yeah,
Tools.
AI tools like ChatGPT, for example.
Right.
So we have a lot of tools like that. So
Okay.
from
Oh,
the
tools. I'm sorry.
yeah from the sales, marketing,
Yeah.
operation, CRM, finance, everything. So it's help to save the money, save the cost for the business.
And you have to know how to use AI. A lot of people don't understand it. They'll ask it a question, and then it comes back with a generic answer versus drilling down and having the AI learn you and what you're trying to accomplish, and then ask that question.
Yeah, you're right. So last 2 weeks I'm on the cruise with the franchise people, franchise professional. So I was shocked.
I know you responded to me while you were on that cruise, so
Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I was shocked that a lot of people right now they didn't use ChatGPT, and the worst thing is they didn't pay for the ChatGPT Pro or ChatGPT Plus.
Right.
So
Now it's 4 or 5 years old, the free version.
yes,
So you're getting very old information.
yeah. So a lot of people ask me how can I run the multiple business at the same time. I say, oh, thank you for AI, because from October 2023, ChatGPT they launched the ChatGPT 4.0. So it's helped me a lot in the business. Normally I need 20 people, 20 staff to run my business. Now I need less than 1 people.
Wow. That's huge.
Yeah.
And then you have what, Gemini with Google. I mean, there's a lot of different AI
Yes,
out
right.
there.
It's not. A lot of people ask me which is the best tool you use.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter, right? You need a car, right?
Right.
So you need a Toyota, a Lexus, or a Mercedes. It depends on you. But you need a
Right.
car,
Right.
and you need how to use the car. If I give you the Mercedes, but you don't know how to run the car, how to drive a car, it's useless.
Same thing with CRMs, client retention management. You could have the most robust system in the world, but if you don't know how to use it, it does you no good.
Yes, right. We also have the AI CRM system. So it's before I use that CRM every single month. I pay more than 10,000 USD for every single tool I use. For
Right.
the Google reputation, for the CRM, for the pipeline, for the customer, for the email, for the chat, everything, 10,000. But now I just pay
And it's not all integrated either. It was all
No,
separate,
not
it's all
integrated.
separate systems.
separate. It's get me headaches.
Yeah, it's
Manage
hard.
yeah, multiple platform, and now I just pay $497 a month
Wow.
for more than 20 multiple platform. I replace all of them. So before I pay 10,000, now I pay 497.
497.
Yeah, 497 a month. So this means I
$6,000
save
a year.
9,500 a
Right.
month
Yeah.
at
That's
least.
huge.
Yes,
yeah.
and it's
You
not
gave yourself a
headache.
pay raise.
Yeah, and and it's a connected tools. So it's a connect every platform together. So you just log in into one platform only. So it's manage all of your CRM.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you have over 50,000 followers on TikTok, right?
Yeah, right.
How? What's your
We're
secret?
going to piggyback
Yeah,
off of
we're-
you.
I want to learn because we have
We call it rip off and duplicate.
right R&D.
Yes.
But yeah, how did you do that? How long have you been growing, or how long have you had your TikTok?
I have a TikTok during the COVID. So I'm the I mentioned I'm
So
the
you're an OG.
yeah I'm the COVID influencer.
Okay.
I tell you the story. When during the COVID, every stay at home, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I just pop up the video.
Right.
So one of the key thing is TikTok in general or the social media. they change the framework, they change the algorithm, and they change the logic every time.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you need to learn.
Right.
So every
It constantly changes. You're
yes,
correct.
so every single 3 months, TikTok change their logic. So you need to learn, you know. So at that time, I learned a lot in TikTok. So I post. So that's the first one. The second one is you need to post on the TikTok or social media very often, very regularly.
Right.
I very strictly on the I very disciplined on that. So you know every single day I post one video on TikTok.
Okay. Every
Yeah,
day.
at the night time.
At night.
But yeah,
okay.
at night. But the night time,
Okay.
you know, the golden time
Oh, so
is
it's like 6 p.m. to 9 p.m.
no.
Really?
The
So-
golden time is from 9 to 10 p.m.
Oh,
Af-
okay.
after dinner.
Interesting.
You know, because
I thought it was
af-
like 6 o'clock.
no,
Everybody's laying in bed or whatever, just
see,
scrolling.
yeah, you are right. Because normally they on the TikTok when they on the bed after dinner. Oh, after dinner, I'm so tired. I just relaxing. So 9 p.m. is exactly the time.
Scroll time, I guess. I
You
don't
know, and
Yeah.
you know
I
what?
learned something.
So, all right, we're going to start posting at 9 p.m.
And you know
Like
what?
this-
What's the best time to live stream on TikTok? You know what time?
I have no
Midnight,
idea.
probably.
10 p.m.
10
Yeah.
p.m. live
Yes.
streams.
10 p.m. for live streaming.
Yeah, that's.
I'm usually in bed sleeping at 10 p.m.
Yeah,
because I get up
exactly.
at 4 or 4:30 in the
Because
morning.
you're not the target audience on TikTok.
I'm not. Right.
Right.
Yeah, and
Well, it depends on what you're creating on TikTok. You know, I mean, for us, you know, people who like play, I don't know, video games on TikTok,
Yes.
like they're gonna post later at night, and that's just gonna perform better for them. But for what
Hey,
we
right.
do, it's better for us to post like in the daytime.
yeah.
But I want to try posting at 9 p.m.
So you know that's why on every single social platform we need to learn.
Right.
So I share one more tip on TikTok is you need to discipline. If you post
You need to
Monday,
be what?
discipline, it means that you post Monday, and you have Tuesday up, and you have Wednesdays again. You will lose a lot of followers. You need to post every
Every
day,
day.
every day, and on the weekend
Right.
you post twice
Okay.
because on the weekend it's a high traffic.
Right.
Ah.
Yeah,
So weekend evenings.
Yeah.
Evenings every day, even the weekdays.
even in every day continuously and things like this you do it on the TikTok, right?
Right.
Prepare for the content for the 365 days, not prepare for just 1 month.
Okay.
Because if you drop 1 week, the follower will drop.
So
you
be
know?
consistent.
Yeah, be
Consistency.
consistency every
Every
day,
day.
every single day.
Okay,
And
so if you stop posting for 1 day,
yeah,
that
just
will-
1 day it's
oh,
dropped.
So it's a momentum game.
Yes, right.
Okay. So
It's a
and that's the
snowball.
same thing with YouTube.
And you know the startup curve, like this.
Right.
For example, you have 100 followers up to 500 up to 1,000.
Right.
So you need about 1 month to get first 1,000.
Okay.
But from 1,000 to 10,000, 1 month again.
Right.
And from 10,000 to
It's-
50,000, maybe 1 night.
It's a multiplier.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, what advice? So, what do you put? Let me pull up your TikTok actually,
Yeah.
so I can see. You know, we're really picking your brain because we want to learn too. Because
Yeah.
I mean, we post on TikTok, but we want to do better. Right?
Yeah, sure.
Um.
And I have one recommendation to share to you is
Mhm.
on the TikTok, keep it very naturally.
Naturally.
Don't script it.
Yeah, naturally. So
Right.
people love the behind the screen.
Yeah.
People love the behind the scene. People love your story, everything.
Right.
Yeah,
Good. Well, like this.
yeah.
We have no questions. We
No.
just met John this morning, and
Right.
I mean, we put him on the calendar,
Yeah.
but it's completely unscripted. We just talk.
Yes,
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I love to share about more about the franchise opportunity
Yeah.
for your audience.
Which is
Yeah. So with business, I will help
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's great. Over 50,000 followers.
Yeah.
So it's just a momentum game, and I think that's just the same thing with all of social media.
Yeah.
Well, business.
And it's, but it's at the same time.
Yeah.
Wow,
You
okay,
see- you see-
40, over 40,000.
Yeah,
wow.
you see now we don't post someday it's drop. You see,
Mhm.
and you see it's a 1.2 million.
Jeez.
You see it's a 1.2 million view.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Over a million.
yeah, over a million. So you just keep posting on this one. So keep, you see every day regularly. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So you
wow.
just post and you say have more than 100K people. Yeah, it's very easy.
Yeah.
Just 1.2 million.
Mhm.
So it's sorry, it's in Vietnamese, but you see,
No,
it's
no,
a
I see. What
you see.
industry will grow in the future? Okay,
Yeah,
that's
very
actually a
easy.
good conversation, right?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
a very easy conversation. So you know,
Is this
We-
a podcast like a Zoom?
yes, we can do the
Yeah,
can do
sure.
the podcast right like this,
Sure.
and you cut the most important.
So content like that.
Yeah. Yeah, 1.2 million.
Yeah, so that's what we want to try and do. I mean, we do quite good on Facebook. We get thousands of views. You know,
Yeah.
the weekly social does quite well, and YouTube. You know, we're working on YouTube as well. But I think just being consistent and that. Would you say that the way forward with people's businesses is on social media
Yes.
from,
So
from here on out?
I
Marketing.
use a multiple platform. So I use TikTok for the young generation,
Sure.
the Gen Z, right? I use Facebook for Gen X.
X.
Yeah,
My age group.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Facebook.
That's why I do well there.
Yeah.
He's people who have money. So
Yeah,
that's,
and YouTube for everyone. But I have YouTube and YouTube Short. So YouTube Short for the Gen Z and YouTube normal, YouTube in general for everyone, right?
right. That's the way I was thinking. So,
I use X for the politician and for the professional.
right.
X. And the last one is very important for me is LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is for B2B business, for professional.
I get a lot of quality off LinkedIn. I don't get quantity.
I know.
But
So-
you're getting you get
I mean, I get numbers. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I get really good quality.
Yeah, and
Stuff off
and
of
I
LinkedIn.
have the very good newsletter on LinkedIn. I have more than 10,000 followers
wow.
for the newsletter on LinkedIn.
Okay.
But 10,000 is very good quality. For example, you have the YouTube
Oh,
channel.
that's huge on LinkedIn, by the way. 10,000.
On my personal profile, I have nearly 15,000 followers
Okay.
on my LinkedIn profile. But I tell you, if you have the YouTube for 100,000 subscribers,
Yeah.
is not good. Then you have 10,000 followers on LinkedIn.
Right.
Because on LinkedIn, you know exactly people who follow you, who interact with you on the first level or second level.
Right.
And
Right.
I use LinkedIn Sales Navigator. So it's short out, exactly the same. For example, for example, you do the research, right? We also do the research. So we approach for the CEO level, right? Or I do the franchise, In the franchise, who is the best candidate to buy the franchise now? You know who?
Right.
We have the customer portrait, right? The best candidate to buy the franchise right now is the first one,
Right.
is the tech guy who just lay up. Yeah, the tech guy lay up. They have money and they need to build their own business because they don't want to go with a 9 to 5 job anymore. They scared about it.
Right.
Right.
The second one is the people who got the mid-career crisis,
Right.
right? And they are the manager or the directors in the corporation. So they're so crisis. So I need to go continue with the corporate, or I need to left with my build my dream as a business owner.
Okay.
Then the last one is a midlife crisis. Midlife crisis is people from 40 to 45 years old.
I wish I was that young.
Yeah, so they are so crisis because they have a lot of questions, right? We call the people that's go over the hill, but they have money, so they can start with buying the franchise with 100K to 500K very easily to invest. Yeah, so invest to the franchise. So when they go to the LinkedIn, I use Sales Navigator. I short out, okay, who is 40 to 45,
Right.
who just joined the job in last 3 months, or who just posted.
Data is
Yeah.
the new oil, and that's exactly what he's talking about. It's all data. Everything
right.
you're using, it's
Data.
it's all data.
And the beautiful is now I use AI. I tell you the story. Last 2 days, we pulled out the data from LinkedIn
Yeah.
for 253,000 leads.
50.
253,000 leads.
So you can upload the CSV file into your AI.
Yeah, I use AI first to pull out data, and I use another system to send the email. I have the cold call team. I have a cold call team, and I use my team, my VA. I have team, and I use AI for filter the qualified lead as well.
Wow.
So I have exactly data. For example, Mr. A, he worked for Google as the senior developer, and his salary from 500K to 1 million a year, and he just changed the job in 3 months. So my cold call team just called, hey guy, I know that you now working for Google and you just changed the job in last 3 months. Do you want to build your own dream?
Right.
You hate your 9 to 5 job, right?
Right.
I said, oh, I'm looking for the new business. Which one you have? I said, oh, you are tech guy. We have the very nice robot franchise. So it's look like the ATM machine,
Right.
and it can help you 40 to 44 machine, right? And you just keep your job. And you are the investor.
Oh, that's
What do you
cool.
think?
Right. Yeah.
So he saying, oh, click. let me eat the whole San Francisco and San Jose. I said, okay, let's go.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah. So we are in the service business, right? You also need the lead, but sometimes sometimes other people call, hey, hi John, how are you? I say, oh, and I need the call,
Right.
So we have the very good data, and we approach the people, so we know exactly their need, and we know the information already.
Right.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Well, and that allows better usage of your time, because that's
Yes.
the problem with most people. We run out of time every day.
Yes, right. So you are right. So you mentioned that you focus on LinkedIn because of the quality more than the quantity. So I say like this: I send 10 proposal, so I can close 2 or 3 of them. So the conversion rate is 20 to 30%. So you focus on 10. It's better than you focus on 1,000,
Right.
and you just have one people back. And another way is we focus on the high conversion rate and also high amount of the deal.
All business
Yeah.
is math. You're
Yeah.
correct.
For example, I focus on the 30 or 50,000 commission deal more than I focus on 5 or 9,000 commission deal.
Right.
So
we call
you
that
put-
working
yeah.
the pay plan.
Yes. So we put the same efforts, but we have a different result.
Yeah.
So people will calculate this one, right? Yeah.
Well, in a lot of people in sales, they have what we call a flat line approach.
Yes.
You got the person that sells everything for $1 over invoice, or you have the person that if they're not selling it for max profit, they don't
Yes.
want to sell anything below it.
Right.
So typically, it's a flat line.
Yes. Right.
And what you want to see as a business owner and manager is it should be all over the board, because now you know they're getting all the deals
Yeah.
and not losing deals.
Yeah. Right.
So, and that's hard. That's a hard lesson for people to learn. I mean, I still do leases, and people look at me, what? But Mr. Lubeck, you've been in real estate since 2001, and blah 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 blah.
That's that. Yeah, I like to appeal to everyone. You know.
Yeah.
But
It's just-
that's
it's
my
just
next buyer.
opportunity. I know.
I mean,
exactly. It's opportunity.
You know, is it the best utilization for my return on investment? It is, because I want to be their trusted real estate advisor for life.
Yes.
Because now I'm going to get that person, get in front of them, and market to them for the next 20 years. We're going to buy, we're going to do the lease, then we're going to get them into a home, then they're going to do a move-up home, they're going to do a downsize home.
Yeah.
So when you look at what it costs me to get to them, and then build that trust, and then what is that client worth to the company over the X amount of years?
Yeah.
So you have to look at the big picture.
Yeah, right. So sometimes I have the sentence that I really love is sometimes you say no with your client, is you say yes with your client, and you can close the deal.
Yeah.
Right.
For-
Always say
yeah.
yes.
For example, the people come to me and they ask how much for your revenue last year. So they said, okay, my business have a revenue for 100K or 200K. I say, so sorry, you need to earn more than 2 millions, and you come back to use my service, right?
Yeah.
And yesterday I have the 2 business. One is 3.5 millions, and
Yeah.
one is 1.5 million. So they asked me for help them to grow and sell their business.
Yeah.
You see, so when you put the effort on the deal 3.5 millions, it's 10 times than the deal at 300.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have the same effort with the same customer, right? Yeah, so sometimes people choose a big fish or small fish,
Mm-hmm.
right?
But
But
you can turn the small fish into a big fish. 'Cause
Yes.
You keep feeding it.
yes,
Right.
and in our business we call the B2B business.
Yeah.
Normally the clientele is very important.
Right.
Yeah, because for example, I have Richard is my client. It's not like that. So Richard can introduce Jay, and it's a clientele, and also the turnover of my client. We have the lifetime value (LTV).
Yeah.
LTV is very important. For example, Richard now he bought my business, right? Bought my franchise, and 2 years later he do very well, and he need to exit. He sell franchise back to me again, and he buy another one.
Right.
So I can sell the business of Richard to Jay,
Right.
and find a new one for him.
Right.
So
You
it's a
keep growing.
lifetime business.
Right.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people understand that. You know, they
Yeah.
want to
You-
just chase the big thing and then that's it. They don't want to grow.
And money stays in motion.
Yeah.
Money never sleeps.
Yes.
And if you don't have it in motion, you're actually losing money.
Yes. And yesterday I have one customer text to me, in the midnight.
Oh,
Yesterday
wow.
I drove back from Dallas to Houston. I have 20 clients buy 20 franchise in Dallas.
Wow.
And one of them text me in last midnight, she text me, hi John, I would like to buy the franchise. You know what I say? I say, sorry, I don't sell to you. Save your money.
Yeah.
Because you bought me 2 already.
Right.
You bought me
That's
two
nice.
two franchise already, and you want to buy more three. I mentioned, yeah, I sell to you one more franchise, I get commission, right?
Yeah.
Everybody love money, but I say if I sell you one more, so I afraid that you will fail. Because you just have two hands, right?
Right.
You just buy
That's
beef,
really
the
good
first,
you do that.
the
Yeah,
first and the
that's-
second. So this morning she said to me, "Oh, John, I'm very appreciate you, but I need to buy one more for my friend." I say, "Okay, your friend is okay.
Right.
So bring your friend." And before I go with you, she just text me, "John, my husband said that he need to buy the AC franchise." I say, "Yes, I can help your husband buy AC franchise."
Yeah.
So one day I close 4 deals for her, two
Wow.
from her, one for her friend, and one for her husband. So I say whenever last night I say no to her.
Yeah.
So in this morning I close the deal. So that's why when you sell the B2B, sometimes you need to say no.
Right.
But the failure is every salesman come to say yes and sell a lot, and you upsell,
Oh.
upsell.
I've had to advise people not to sell their home because it's not the right thing to do.
Right.
Or,
Yeah.
and then
Honest
there's sometimes with
people.
buyers, same thing. You know what? Hey, I know you love this home and you want to buy it, but the dollars don't make sense. We can't get there. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to be. You tell them the truth. They're going to figure it out sooner or later.
Sometimes we call it the ethics in the business, right?
Mhm.
I know that I sell more, I will get more. But
Right.
I sell you more, you fail. I'm not happy on that. I say two is more than enough for you,
Right.
So after I tell her after 6 months, if you success, come back to me. I have you buy more and more after 6 months. But now two is more than enough. Because two they buy the master franchise,
Right.
They lock one in Dallas and one on in Austin. So you back and forth Dallas and Austin for two master franchise is more than enough.
That's
Yeah,
a lot.
That's a lot of driving.
And every single month you make 1 million to 2 million for profit. So why you need the third one?
Yeah.
So that's why the way I approach. So I have the principle is if you say no, you in more than enough, so you can sell more and more. Yeah,
Well, it's doing the right thing.
yeah,
Yeah, we're being honest.
Don't set them up for failure.
I'm
'cause
glad that's nice that you do that. It's
Yeah.
nice you're a good person to do that.
yeah,
But I want to talk about a little bit about you.
yeah.
So you grew up in Vietnam, right?
Yes, I
Okay.
was born in Vietnam,
Okay.
and I don't have the family and friend here.
Mhm.
I'm the first generation to live
Okay.
here.
Wow. Well,
So-
welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. So I live here because of EB1A visa.
Okay.
It's the most talented people. It's extraordinary. So I'm the first Vietnamese people who live here by EB1A visa for the business consulting and for the operational excellence.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't pay any money to live here.
Right. That's
Yes.
awesome. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Wow.
Yeah, so and I choose Houston very accidentally because I live here
Huge
because
Vietnamese culture.
I know.
love Vietnamese food.
and I see that you have a lot of live stream with my friend as well.
Yes.
Yeah,
I-
my friend in Vietnamese in the live stream here. So
Yeah.
I love it.
Yes, I do a lot with the Vietnamese culture here locally. They're just wonderful community.
One of the thing I love in Vietnamese community is their entrepreneurship.
Huge. Yes.
I tell you,
Yes.
I tell you the number because I'm the number guys. I'm the lean system man, operational excellence. So I'm the number guy. We have 2.5 million people Vietnamese here.
In Houston.
No, in the whole U.S.
Oh, okay.
Whole country. we
Wow,
have
I would have thought it's more than that.
Yeah. that's not that-
2.5 millions,
Wow.
and we have the whole Vietnamese community outside Vietnam is 4.5. So 2.5 live in the U.S. only,
Okay.
and 2 million in another countries, in the Europe, in Australia, Canada. But in the
in
U.S.
all the rest of the countries.
Yes, but here 2.5 million people.
So,
It's
so
a
the
big.
bulk of them live in America.
Yes.
For opportunity. I'm
But
sure.
I told you the secret. 2.5 million. Do you know how many businesses they have?
The percentages, 50%,
You are totally
More
wrong.
than 50?
Totally wrong.
85.
No, they have 4.5 million businesses.
So 2.5 people. Oh, so they own.
So
oh,
they own-
I'm using.
They own more than one business.
No, more than that, because 2.5 million. We
Yeah.
have the kids, right?
Yeah.
We have the elder. We have disability. We have a lot of people. So 2.5 million people in total for Vietnamese.
Right.
But we have 4.5 million businesses.
Yeah.
It's
So
mean
they own multiple
multiple.
businesses.
Yes.
It's mean for
They
one
own
people you meet on the street of Vietnamese, maybe they have 3 or 5 businesses. So you're in the recess already,
That's
right?
awesome. Wow.
Yeah.
They buy the house and they put into one LLC, and you meet a lot of Vietnamese, right?
Yes.
One people have more than one.
Right.
They have 2 or 3 more house,
Yes, they
Right.
do.
So they have multiple business. That's what I told you. I love the entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
People love
I
to.
love it too now.
I-
I never even knew.
People love to do the business. People love to investment, and we have the saving culture.
Right.
We don't live like paycheck per paycheck. We have the saving. We have a lot of cash.
You
So-
don't borrow money. You
No.
stack money.
You are right. So when I buy the house 2.5 millions in Houston, 2.5 millions in Houston is big house.
Right.
They come to ask me, John, I would like to buy a house 2.5 million. But I buy 100% in cash. So the seller and the title company say, oh,
Yeah. Right. That's nice.
And
yeah.
I asked, where's your cash? In the trunk.
Under the
We
mattress.
prefer to see it in a bank wire.
Yeah, but-
It's my first time ever see 2.5 million in the trunk for cash.
Wow.
You see how big is it?
Yeah,
I never hold
You
20,000.
put a lot of
in
bodies
cash.
in there.
I never hold 20,000 in cash. Never hold.
No?
No, because I do the bank transfer. I never hold it.
All in cash.
All in cash.
Wow.
Wow.
So that's why we have.
Everything I do is all electronic.
Yeah, and when I talk with the Chinese guy, he also in the real estate business. He tell me the very very nice lesson. When you go to the house for the house opening, right? So if you meet Vietnamese and you meet the Chinese, go back and go out, because they will buy the house in 100% in cash,
Yeah.
Right.
and you cannot go for the bidding. You cannot.
Yeah.
And they put into the contract 100% in cash.
Right.
So you know what
Right.
happened, right?
So
Right.
they pay in cash a lot.
Yes.
Yes,
so
they
that's
do.
why the homeowner they love it.
Right.
So my partner said that.
Because there's no appraisal. You don't have to worry about survey.
No
it
survey.
mitigates a lot of risk.
Well,
Yeah.
No tax.
No
as
no
well.
mortgage, no everything.
You don't have to worry about the loan failing or
Right.
anything.
Right. Just
So
a
you
giant chunk of cash.
You know what I mean, right? So that's why the Chinese broker he mentioned to me when he go to the house opening and I
Right.
see the Chinese come in, I
Yeah.
see the Vietnamese come in, he will go out
Yeah.
because he's 100% lose.
Right. Right. I never knew that. Yeah. Wow.
So that's why I love to share my experience, my information to the audience. So
Right.
I love that's something you never know. So
Right.
it's my value for the podcast today. I love it.
Thanks.
Right.
If they want to reach out and connect with you, I mean, who's the ideal person to reach out to you to buy a franchise? You kind of went over some of that stuff.
Should they call you? Is there anyone else?
What's the best way for them to connect with you if they're interested in exploring and doing a franchise?
Yeah, so
with you?
the best way is you access to the A2Z franchise website. It's
Okay.
www.a2zfranchise.com.
Okay.
Very easy. So A2zfranchise.com. You go to that and you see the button is 15 minutes consultation for free.
I'll put a
So-
link in the description. so
Yeah,
you
thank
can-
you. So
Okay.
you click on that and you can have 15 minutes for free consultation.
Oh, that's
you-
huge.
yeah,
Thank
I
and-
you.
saw that
Yeah.
on your business card.
Yeah,
Yes.
and you meet with one of my 250 consultants in the whole countries.
Right. So
We have in the whole country.
Wow.
Okay.
And also in globally, we have in Canada, Australia, Vietnam, Europe. We have everywhere.
So you're international as
Yeah,
well.
international. So we have 500 brands. So don't let me wrong. Go to meet with my consultants.
Right.
So after 50 minutes, you will have a short list from 2 to 4 best franchise that meet with you, because people get wrong is they go for shopping. 500 brand look like a supermarket.
Oh, it's confusing.
It's
Yeah.
confusing. Look like you sell a house, right? A lot of people say, okay, give me 20 house. Okay, I cannot give you 20 house.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I show more than 5 houses in a day to somebody, they don't remember
That's a
anything.
problem.
It's
Yeah, they don't remember what they
I,
what that big.
I told you
It's the
it's a
same
right.
thing.
So for me, I buy my house. It's my first house. It's my first gut feeling. That's enough. Yeah.
If you like it and you can see yourself living there,
Yes.
buy it.
And the same for the franchise. So we have too many, right? So we need to talk with you for 15 minutes. We narrow down how much for your investment,
Yeah.
where you need to buy, what's the time you need to be the owner operator, or you be the semi absentee, or you be absentee, or you buy the multi unit or single unit, what's industry, everything. So I can sort out for you for 2 to 4. Don't worry. After 2 to 4, you say, "Oh, I love one of them." Go ahead.
Right.
If you don't love of them, we can stay with you from A to Z for forever. What you need,
Yeah.
we give you for free consultation until you choose the one. And we
Right.
don't charge you anything.
Is that why it's named A to Z? Is that
Yes,
why?
A to Z.
Right.
I give
like
you,
that.
we give you worry free. Don't worry the 4. I can go through with you, walk you through for 500 brands until you. But our rule is, if you reject 4 offer, right?
Right.
You need to let us why you don't like this brand, why you don't like that brand, We don't want to
minimize.
Yeah, we don't want to waste your time and our
You
time.
don't want to show them stuff that they're not interested in.
Yeah, right. And a lot of people don't tell me how much budget you have. Right? You have 500K and you have 2 million. It's totally different opportunities, right? So and also for the territory as well. For example, Houston is big, right?
Huge.
But a lot of franchise don't have any availability for the territory in Houston. They lock already because Houston is big, but it's very dynamic. So they lock the master franchise already. You don't have a chance.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's why a lot of people ask me, "Oh, John, I have money. I would like to buy in Houston." I say, "Sorry, but Houston was locked."
Right.
Yeah,
What do you mean? What do you mean lock?
Lock is when the territory is locked.
R-
For
oh,
example, you cannot have two coffee, two
Right.
restaurants in
Right.
the same shopping mall.
Yeah,
Right.
It's locked.
competition.
And they count by the territory. For example, my robot.
Right.
So my robot franchise, they lock one territory for 80,000 businesses.
Right.
So if you buy Houston, they lock already.
Right.
All of the territory in Houston, they lock it.
Right. So that's gonna be really hard if someone wants to buy a coffee shop franchise, but they can't because there's Starbucks everywhere. So
Yes.
you kind of have that's yeah.
So I tell you, for example, a lot of people ask me, John, help me buy Chick-fil-A.
right.
I tell you, the success rate for Chick-fil-A right now is 0.0001% for successful rate.
Right.
Yeah, they have the waiting list for 100,000 people.
Wow.
1,000.
Yes. So that's why when one guy buys Chick-fil-A successfully, they feel very happy, look like they win the lottery.
I will say though, I think this is a new rule with Chick-fil-A. If you wanted to buy a Chick-fil-A, I think they require that you work, like their operations there, like the cashier and the janitor, drive-through, and all of that before you're able to buy that restaurant. Is that true? Have you heard?
That's one of my critical question. I have
Yeah.
7 critical question.
Right.
For example, Jay come to me to buy the franchise.
Right.
I ask you one of critical question is, you would like to be the owner operator,
Right.
or you would like to be the semi-absentee, or you would like to be the absentee. It's like the investor, right?
Right.
For example, you say, I'm the full-time real estate agent. I'm full-time realtor. I just buy the franchise for absentee only.
Right.
So I say, okay, you would like to buy Chick-fil-A, right?
Right.
Chick-fil-A asks you to be the owner operator, but you find the absentee. So sorry, it's not much.
It's not going to work for you. Right?
You know
Because
what I mean, right?
You have your full-time job and you can't be there to
Yes.
To
work
learn
there.
the
So
business.
I tell you the story.
Right.
A lot of my customer from California, the first their top of mind is F&B, food and beverage.
Right.
They always ask me for the food and beverage. So 20% of the brands in this country is food and beverage. Every 7 minutes, remember that, every 7 minutes, we close one deal in franchise.
Every 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
Wow.
And
Wow.
franchise industry costs 10% of the GDP in this country. 10%.
Right.
But
That's
I tell you, when the people ask me the first thing for the food and beverage restaurant, I tell you, do you understand the restaurant business? I tell you the sentence. If I hate you, I will put you into the restaurant.
It's gonna, right.
Yeah.
Because you don't have a time for your family, for everything.
Right. It'll,
It's a restaurant business.
yeah.
But if you say to me, oh, John, I know that. I love restaurant. I have the restaurant experience. I love the food.
You're
So
passionate.
go with restaurant.
It's a lifestyle.
But
Right.
if you say to me, oh, I just want to be the investor. I would like to have the money. I love to have the business for 50%.
Right.
I have one business for more than 70% for margin.
Right.
You know what is it?
Why?
This is the memorial bed for pet. When your pet die, right? Dog
Right.
and cat die,
Right.
we send them to the memorial.
Right.
So that business franchise is more than 70% profit.
Right.
But the best industry here in this country is more than 20 billion US dollar in business.
Right. Yeah.
So if you have the pet, right? You have the dog and cat, and unlucky they die, you will very sad.
Yeah.
And the owner will pay a lot of money for the dog and cat after the death.
Yeah.
And after the death, they don't buy you, so don't have any liability,
Right.
right?
Right.
So it's a beautiful business. We have a very beautiful franchise. We sell 300 franchisee last year.
Wow.
So it's a 100% passive income.
Right.
Yeah. But nobody know that. So you just keep asking me for the food and beverage. That's it.
Right.
So we have the pet service, we have the robot, we have the Swiss, we have the cleaning, we have the home care, senior care, everything, a lot of things.
Right.
So change your mind, and that's why I
You
have the
a,
7.
a buffet.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I have the
Yeah.
7 critical question, right? And just last
So
one.
you need to be passionate. You need to be interested. You need to, what are your goals? Are you going to be, you have to fit the personal profile.
Yeah.
For that, and it has to be a lifestyle. Right.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah.
Right, and a lot of people ask me a lot of famous brand, but sorry that they are family owned.
Oh.
They don't sell to you, but you see, oh, this location have that brand, that location have that brand, but sorry, it's a family owned. It's not the franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't let me wrong.
Right.
So something you open the new territory, the new market for example for Houston. You know, I have one best franchise in last year is a fencing company.
Right.
They
what?
fix the fence in your
Fencing
house.
company?
Right?
Okay.
Fencing company in your house.
Sure.
You know, look, it's very luckily he bought the master franchise before the storm, before the hurricane last year.
Right.
He
Oh,
bought
so
the
that
whole.
was a shot in the arm for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, he bought the master franchise in the whole Houston region,
Right.
and they pay for one guy for referral. It's 18,000 for referral only. So you know, before the storm, and after that he sell for the single franchise. No,
Right.
and storm coming. A lot of people need to fix the fence. Me too.
Right.
I have the house in 290. The
Yeah.
fence collapsed. I fixed the fence.
Right.
So you know, his business is boom.
Right.
So you know, just 1 month, he sell back for 200 single franchise.
Wow.
He bought master franchise and sell back for two.
Oh, yeah, camera might have died there, I think. But just keep going. We'll just have this as audio.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
okay. We'll,
So-
we'll wrap
We'll
up
wrap it
here.
up.
Okay. So he sell back for the single franchise.
Right.
So you know the business that from the master franchise to the single franchise keep his business is wealthy, and also his business is going up because of the storm, a hurricane.
Right.
Yeah, so that's a beautiful. And the guy come to me.
Right.
Sorry to say that. The first day I tell, oh, I think that you should buy the fencing business. He said, oh, I'm the tech guy.
Right.
I don't do the handyman. Sorry, he tell me, what's the fucking fencing?
Yeah.
I say, it's a beautiful business. It's a lovely business. Every house have a fence, right?
Everybody needs
Yeah.
a fence.
Everybody need a fence. I said, oh, do you have any technology franchise? I said, I have, but in Houston, this is the best one. And you are the early bird, buy it.
Right.
And he buy it very cheap money, and he have super rich right now.
Wow.
And now he come back to me. You know, we just passed the Lunar New Year.
Yeah.
He sent to me the message. Hi John, thank you a lot for offer me the fucking business. He said, oh, you changed my mind because I never touch the fan because he never do the handyman. Every
Yeah.
single franchise he has one sales and one technician guy. That's it. So he made the business very lovely.
Nice.
Awesome. Well, let's wind it down. Real quick, before we exit, the best way to get you is your website, which again is
It's going to be linked in the description.
Yeah, www.a2zfranchise.com.
perfect.
And you can set up a consultation with his team, and then you guys can take it from there.
Yeah,
All
thank
right.
you.
Just wanted to say thank you so much for coming out. I'm sorry the camera died, but you know we still have the audio going. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we appreciate you coming out here.
Yeah.
Thank you, John.
We'll see you next week.
Yes.
Yeah, thank
All
you,
right, thanks,
Richard.
John.
Thank you, Jane. Thank you, everyone. Yeah.